What's going on, guys? Chris from AutoAcademics here. And yes, I'm fumbling right now trying to get the valve stem cover on, the cap. But I am here putting air in my tire. It's a little after 8 o'clock this morning. And I figured I'd vlog about this, because it's been, I haven't really vlogged on my S5. And figured I'd give you guys a little background information about how my day is going. So if I flip the camera on one more time, you will see that's right there. I have a humongous, it's pretty big, screw in my tire. And sadly, the tire is not holding air at all. It'll hold it for a few hours. I just put air in it last night. I filled it up to about 40 PSI, which is way more than the recommended spec. But I filled it up to 40 PSI because I knew that it's not holding air very long. Plus, I just wanted to test it and see how long it was going to hold air. And it was down to about 23 PSI this morning. So whole point of this is I called for a tow. They're going to come flatbed my car. Let me go back to the beginning. I was out mountain biking last week. It was right before Christmas. And as I'm driving home, next thing you know, you guys know that I use my S5 for everything. It's my personal car, so I use it for all of my personal duties, which includes mountain biking. You guys know I put the stealth hitch on there. I also have a one-up bike rack, which if you want to see the video on that, there's a link. But none of that's sponsored or anything, but it's products that I use, so that's why I share them with you, and they work well. So anyway, coming home from mountain biking, it's nighttime, because it gets dark early. And next thing you know, a sensor alert comes up on my dashboard, low tire pressure, right rear. And I'm like, interesting. So I figured that it could be cold weather, I'm here in Georgia, and we've been having these spells of extremely cold weather. I try to stay on top of my of all of my car's tire pressures, but it still can happen. So I figured, well, maybe that's what the problem was. So I didn't worry about it. I was only a couple miles from home at that point. And so I got to my neighborhood, and plus I didn't notice anything. I didn't feel anything different as I was driving. I tried rolling the windows down, but didn't really hear anything. I was just getting wind noise anyway at the higher speeds I was going. So made it into my my surrounding area once the speeds were lower, and decided to roll the window down again. And all of a sudden I hear click, 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 click. I'm like, oh no, there's something in my tire. So I get the car home, and I get extra careful, limp it home, pull it into the garage. And right there is this big old screw, not a nail, an actual screw with like the hex bolt on the top. There's a screw in my tire, and it's right dead center in the middle of the tire too. Usually those come like at the edge or whatever. This thing is right in the center. So literally as the tire rolls, it clicks, and it's adding force to that area, that compromised area. So mind you, this is the day before Christmas Eve. So I'm on a time crunch. Plus I was going out of town for Christmas. That's the other thing. So I wanted to try and get things in motion for replacing this tire. Fortunately, I just had my car serviced, and they had told me that my tires were wearing. Yes, I've only had the car a little over a year. And while I have done some spirited driving with it, these max performance summer tires do not last. They're the Continental Conta Sports, and they're known for not lasting very long, but they definitely did not last long. And mind you, I don't drive this car every day because I'm in press vehicles. So, after 10,000 miles, I was already getting notice that my tires were wearing and that I'd have to start considering replacing them. Long story short, we had a plan to replace my wife's tires first because her tires need to be replaced more than mine, but here we are. I get a nail in my tire, and so now I have to replace mine first. Whatever. It was coming up anyway, flipped the order, and fortunately this nail happened right before I truly needed to get tires as opposed to right after I got new tires. And again, I called it a nail, but it's a screw. So, reached out to my local tire shop that I've worked with for years with my CTS and some other vehicles. And, I'd already had tires in mind. And so they said they could order them for me and that they'd be in by the end of the week. So once I got back in town, I reached out to them. They said the tires will come in. And so now I'm ready to get these old, worn, compromised tires. They're not old, worn and compromised tires, get them off my car and get the new ones on there. The thing is, I wanted to pump up air. I pumped it up to 40 PSI because, again, it is leaking. It's a fairly quick leak of air, and I was a little concerned about driving the car. And in case you guys are wondering, again, this is not a plug because I'm not even sure if my discount code is still working. But if it is, you guys can give it a try. I did a video on this Last Fit air compressor, and yes, I do personally use it. I think I mentioned that in my video, but I want you guys to know that I actually do use my this air compressor. That part was sponsored, so understand that. But it is a product that I've used. Used to use this. Great product, especially for bigger air compressor duties. But for this, when I just need to add some quick air in something, this is what I've been using now. And I just keep it in my car. And so I went and put some extra air in there to make sure that my car can get to the tire shop. Now, I'm a little bit lazy. I could just put the spare tire on, but I don't feel like it because it's a little donut and they're just going to take it off again once I get to the tire shop and literally swap all these tires. So I called for a tow service. I have the account. It's not, it's not like it's something I've been paying for years, and I'm finally going to use it. So waiting for the tow service to get here, and hopefully they're going to be able to flatbed my car easily to the tire shop to get these tires replaced. No, I don't wear AutoAcademics clothes all the time. And I'm not wearing it just for this video either. I actually have another car that I'm literally ready to run out and start recording as soon as they pick up my car. So I'm just waiting for the flatbed to arrive so that I can follow them over to the tire shop, get all that stuff in motion, and then I can go and get to work, and then I'll pick up my car later on. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the story. Again, this was just a little vlog. We're coming up on 10 minutes now, so I'm gonna try and keep it brief, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up of what's going on in my life. Merry Christmas. It was a good Christmas. Happy New Year, because today is, I don't know when this video is going to go live. I'll see if I can get it up very soon, but it is New Year's Eve right now. So, just trying to get some work done before having some time with the family and some friends again, celebrating and bringing in the new year. So I hope that you have an opportunity to do the same. Yes, that's the Kona. If you guys want to check that out, no updates on that. Fortunately, it's been running fine. Knock on wood. It's been running fine. So, I did a vlog video on that. It's about a mishap that we had. If you want to check it out, link possibly above or in the description. But it's been running fine, but I have not gotten any other progress with this car, with what's been going on. But fortunately, nothing has happened since then. So, we're just hanging tight, bringing in the new year. So I'm going to stop rambling. I want to wish you guys a happy holidays, happy new year, and I'll be in touch and give you guys a heads up. And maybe I'll do a follow-up video on the tires that I got. You guys did give me some nice suggestions, and I had a couple of my own as well. And so I'm going in a little bit different direction with the tire this time. I'm not putting those Kona Sports back on, just because while they were great sticky tires, they don't last long enough for my purposes. So I need to make a little bit of an adjustment. But anyway, yeah, maybe I'll do an update video on that. That'll be a follow-up video for my S5 vlog. But anyway, have a wonderful holiday. Talk with you guys later. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.